be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.
Hey, what's the deal, my good people? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. We done messed around and made it through the week. I hope you all are doing well. If this is your first time here at the channel, I want to welcome you. Pull up a seat. I hope you enjoyed the content. Before we get into the food, I want to ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, tap that bell while you're at it so you're notified whenever I drop a brand new video, go live, or schedule a premiere. All right, now we got that out the way. Let's get into this. What I have here are 4 lobster tails along with some broccoli, and it's drenched in Blove sauce. So I put it in a Blove sauce, but then I also made a cheese sauce on the side. This is, I don't know if y'all can see it good or not, this is a white cheddar sauce that I'll also be dipping both my broccoli and my lobster tails in. I'm like, why not have both? You know, both sounded good. I'm like, should I do the Blove sauce or should I do the cheese? And it was just like, why not do both? So I'm excited to eat. Y'all ready? Let's go. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with some broccoli. Let me just show y'all this with just the Blove sauce real quick. How good that look. Y'all see that? I don't even want the cheese right now. Yeah. Now, I need some cheese. I wonder if I can still see the steam on it. It's still hot. It's good together. Okay. I've been craving broccoli all week. The sauce. I can't get enough of this sauce. It's good, y'all. Well, today is going to be the finale of What Happened to That Boy. If you are new to the channel, I am about to wrap up a story time talking about my first and last boyfriend that I had. If you want to get caught up, please hit the playlist. I have all of the stories there. I was thinking it was going to be a part 4, part 5 as well, but I think part 4, it's about that time to go ahead and wrap it up. Shout out to all of y'all that's been hitting me up like crazy about my podcast, Rhonda's Rehab. I've been getting so many messages, screenshots, DMs, emails, everything. Thank you guys so much for listening, and also for taking time out to leave reviews on the Apple Podcast platform. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Get y'all a bite of the lobster. I'm not mad at the combination of the Blove sauce and the cheese. It's good. So thank y'all. Now, I want to bring the podcast up too because the last episode, I'll let you guys know that I have decided to leave my job and do content creation and writing and stuff full time. I'm super excited. Next Friday will be my last day. If you guys watched the fruit video I did a couple days ago, I was telling you I was struggling with something, and that was it. I was really just feeling like I was in over my head. You know, we're trying to do videos, trying to work. It was becoming way too much. It was really weighing on me. I was feeling pains in my stomach. I was having headaches. I couldn't really sleep well. I made that decision. Everything went out the window. Like, I already feel better, even though I still have one more week of work. I've been just relieved and excited to just, you know what I'm saying, do this full time. So what that means is that there's just going to be more content. More content on the main channel here. Also on my vlog channel, Rhonda's Red Vlogs. It's going to be just way more consistent, way more content. So I hope you guys are excited about that. As excited as I am. I've been just like jotting down a bunch of ideas and I want to try things. So I'm really excited to be able to just be available to really dedicate myself full time to something, you know. I'm super excited about it. So yeah, y'all, like I'm hyped. Like I'm really hyped about it. You know, tonight is family night. I'm excited. I feel like I'm gonna celebrate tonight, even though I still got one more week. It's almost coming to an end, y'all, and I'm just ready to walk away and just walk into what I feel like is for me. You know, I feel like that I'm really understanding way more about myself by being on this platform. So I'm really excited, y'all. So I hope y'all ready for more content. So again, if anybody is new, family night is, I go live every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We all hang out. So come through, bring whatever you want to bring, chill out, ask your questions, whatever. We might play some games tonight. I don't know. You know, we kind of just wing it usually. But we're usually there for at least 3 hours. So come hang out with us if you're around. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get into story time. We left off with me and Damian. Damian got his feelings hurt or whatever. He was a little disappointed in, you know, us not having sex. So to pick up from there, we didn't talk the rest of that night after everything went down. We talked the next day. It was a little bit awkward, but you know, we went back. We got back into the group of things very quickly, you know, because we got along so well. So he was just more so like, you know, I hope I wasn't pressuring you. You know, I don't want you to feel like that's all I want from you. You know, he was just really like trying to get me to understand where he was coming from. You know, I just wanted to connect and da-da-da-da, you know. And I believed everything he said. I don't feel like that's all he wanted, because up until then, he was not pressing me about it. You know what I mean? So, and we had been together for a while at that point. I mean, like, I don't know about, it was some months, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like we had just got together. He was like, hey, what's up? I want to get down. Nah, we was together for some months, so I don't feel like he was pressing me about it. So, you know, we got back into the groove of things. Fast forward a little bit. This is his senior year. You know, I'm in 10th grade. He's in 12th grade. So it's time for him to graduate. He graduates. He accepts a college offer. He's going to be going to school. He goes to school up north. So we're in Southern California. He's going to school in the Bay area. So, I mean, he was going to be far, not that far from home, but still far enough to where I wouldn't see him all the time. So I was kind of like getting sad as the summer kind of came. It was coming to an end, because I know it was time for him to, you know, go to the Bay. And he made that decision because he knew that his school would come to Southern California and we'd get a chance to see him play. You know, so that meant I would be going to the games either with my parents or going with his family, you know, to watch him play. So it's now the start of his freshman year in college. And, you know, he's trying to get used to his new life. He has a schedule. He has practice. He's living off campus. You know, it's college life. You know what I'm saying? And me, I'm getting used to my new life as well. And when I say my new life, I mean, I told y'all when high school first started that I'm trying not to choke. I told you guys that I was really quiet. Definitely the type to be cooped up in the house, not going out on Friday nights to the football games. But I changed. You know what I'm saying? I came more out of my shell. I met a lot of people through Damian. I became more outgoing. And at the end of my 10th grade year, my godbrother, on a whim, decided to sign me up for student government. You know, so the president and vice president of schools and the different grades and classes and stuff, right? So he signs me up. he signed me up for the junior class to be junior class president. Now I lost. I did not even expect to win, didn't even want to do it. But the director of the student government class, I don't know, she took a liking to me because she heard a lot about me from I wrote for the school newspaper. So she heard a lot about me from the director, the teacher who handled the school newspaper. So she was like, you know, Rhonda, I know you didn't win what you ran for, but if you're interested, I'd love to have you in student government. I'd love to have you in here. I'll just create a position for you if you want it. So my godbrother had just won whatever he ran for. And I was like, all right, you know, me and my godbrother are really close. We're like best friends. So I was like, all right, I'll do it because I'll be with him all the time. You know, this is cool. All right. So my junior year, I'm now they called it a historian. Just something that she just kind of made up. But you guys, it really just opened me up to so much. So I'm like super social. Also in 11th grade, I made it to the basketball team. Because as I mentioned, Damian would take time to show me how to play basketball, tighten up my skills. I made the varsity team. I made the varsity track team. I was like popping socially, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like active. My parents are happy that I'm active. Doing all kind of stuff. So I'm getting used to my new life. And I'm doing student government. So we're having a really hard time talking to each other. You know, I'm missing his calls. He's missing my calls. You know, his mom is like reaching out to me, you know, keeping in touch. Like, hey, this is what's going on with Damian. How you doing? You need anything? Are you good? Like, she was really sweet. She was really, really sweet. So I had a big birthday party in 11th grade. You know, I invited his mom to it, his sister. We just had a really cool vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had, like, it was a very much a very close and connected kind of vibe. And I feel like his mom was really trying to make sure she was kind of like filling in for him being gone, you know? So she made a lot of effort to make sure that she stayed in touch with me and would invite me to family events and stuff. So it was cool. So eventually we finally got into a rhythm where we knew our schedules would kind of match up a little bit. And we'd start talking and stuff. But of course, those conversations would get shorter and shorter because he had practice, he had to study. He was just busy, you know what I'm saying? So I started feeling some kind of way, and I just missed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I miss seeing him all the time. We spent a lot of time together, right? And I didn't think I'd miss him like I did, but I did. And, you know, there was one time when he was coming into the, coming down to Southern California, coming home to play ball. Went to see him play ball. I felt nervous to see him because I hadn't seen him in a while. And back then, you know, we weren't passing pictures back and forth. We was talking on house phones. So it wasn't like I had a whole bunch of pictures of him and what he looked like and how he changed. So I haven't seen Damian in a few months at this point. He got a goatee. He done picked up weight, like grown man weight though, not like he was like fat or anything. So he just looks different. You know, he looks older, mature, and I'm like, damn, you know. So it was a little weird when we saw each other at the basketball game just because we hadn't been around each other. But it was still cool, you know, it was still all love. We were still very much together. And it seemed like we both really wanted it to work. So, kind of fast forward, it was getting later in my 11th grade year. And I decided to run for school president. Why? Like I said, I got so much confidence from everything I was doing. Everybody kept on telling me to do it. Like, go for it, Rhonda. Your name is written all over it. Like, you'd be a great school president, da-da-da-da. So I go for it. I remembered that he was going to be home around the time that they were going to announce the winners. So this was like a really big deal. You know, I had been working really hard, doing campaigning and everything, y'all. It was like for real politics. So I'm doing all this stuff, giving my all, hoping that everything goes well, but just like giving my best, right? So my mom, you know, sent a basket to school, balloons, like just, I'm happy for you. I'm excited, you know. I'm excited about who I've become. I'm super outgoing. My circle of friends have changed, you know, in a good way. I still have my friends I've been in high school with, but I met a lot of people. So it was a big deal. Well, my mom sent the basket and didn't even know if I had won or not. It was just going to be the day and she was congratulating me, right? So Damian comes up there. I'm super geeked up, but like trying to hide it. I tell him like, hey, I won. He steps back. He looks at me like, for real? But the happiness faded so fast. Like, he didn't give me the response I was looking for, y'all. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. He just kind of moved right along. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wait, I need my moment. Like, I just won school president. I'm about to do all this stuff. I'm excited. This might help me in terms of, like, look good on my college application. Like, you know, I want my moment. And he just, like, was matter of fact. I was like, okay. I was like, what's wrong? He was like, nothing. I didn't feel like it was somebody else or anything like that. It just was weird, you know? So, I definitely felt some kind of way. His visit didn't go as I thought he wanted it to go while he was, you know, in town. We saw each other, but the vibe was a little bit different. So cool. So now I know that I'm going now into my senior year, so it's summertime. So one day I called Damian, and one day I called him, and his roommate answers the phone, but it's really loud in the background. Like, there's music playing, people are talking. I don't know if it's a party. I don't know if they have people at their apartment or what. So I'm like, hey, can I speak to Damian? The dude is like, who? I'm like, Damian. Is Damian there? Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Puts Damian on the phone. Damian's like, hello? Again, it's loud in the background. So I'm like, well, hey, what's going on? What you doing? He's like, Tina, what's up? You on your way here or whatever? He called me another woman's name. Another girl's name, whatever. So I was like, hello? He was like, Rhonda? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, my bad. What's up? Like, he just seemed real nonchalant and not happy to hear from me, right? So I was like, well, who the hell is Tina? And mind you, I'm trying not to, I wouldn't have tripped off of Tina had he not been nonchalant when he found out it was me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, who is Tina? He was like, oh, you know, that's just one of the homeboys, whatever. She coming over to drop whatever off. And, you know, I thought she was calling, let us know she was outside and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, for real? So he was like, yeah, I got to go. So he rushes off the phone with me. So I'm pissed. So you done called me another woman's name. You're not excited to hear from me. You real nonchalant when you find out it's me. And then you rush off the phone. So I did have an attitude. Like, okay. So I call back, no answer. Call back, no answer. He calls me, like, this was like a Friday. He calls me, like, on Sunday. Like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? What you doing? I was like, how am I doing? What am I doing? Like, why did it take you so long to call me back when I know that you know I called you? He was like, oh, you know, it's just been crazy. Like, this is college life, Rhonda. Like, you got to understand, like, life is different. And I don't know, like, it's just different. So we just started getting into it, y'all. It was bad. Like, it just went from us never arguing to us just going to town. We just started going off on each other, right? Of course, somebody say something and it set the other person off. I was like, fine. We don't have to be together. I went way too far. He was like, yeah, okay, that's cool. That's a good idea, Rhonda. You know, like I said, this college life is crazy. I got a lot of things on my plate right now. You know, you got a lot going on. You know, you finna go into your senior year. Like, yeah, maybe that's a good idea. And I was like, wait, well, I didn't mean it. He was like, no, that's a good idea. So I'm about to get ready to go, blah, blah. So we get off the phone. So now I'm just sitting there looking pitiful, y'all. Like, damn, why did I say that? And then I was just thinking, like, maybe that's what he wanted all along. Like, maybe he was trying to get me to a point where I was, like, over it and I, you know, would just walk away, or I don't know. So I definitely felt some kind of way. So then his mama calls me, right? Hey, Rhonda. I was calling to see how you were doing, how you were, you know, how's everything going? I heard you and Damian broke up. I was like, yeah, we did. And she was like, yeah. I felt like it was time for you guys to, you know, part ways anyway. You know, he's getting older and, you know, he's going to be having different experiences. And, you know, I don't know. I just think it's a good idea. So I definitely felt some kind of way about his mama inserting herself into our situation. I just felt like that wasn't necessary. And, of course, I kept it respectful. I was just listening to what she had to say. But I was just thinking, looking at the phone like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's all this coming from? And she was just like, yeah, you know, I think that you guys should just let it go. So, of course, I called Damian. And I'm like, so, yo, mom is just all in the middle of everything? I mean, it ain't like that, you know what I'm saying, Rhonda? Like, but if she want to call, that's on her. Like, I can't control my mom. Blah, 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 blah. So we get off the phone, whatever. I end the conversation. I'm like, all right, let me let you go. So we get off the phone. His mom calls me again like 2 days later, like, Rhonda, like, I really just think it's a good idea for you just, like, to let it go. Like, I mean, I know that it hurts, but you'll be fine. Blah, 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 blah. How's she gonna tell me how I'm gonna feel? Like, obviously, I will be fine with time, but damn. So, I just felt some kind of way about his mom being in the middle of our relationship. She had never done this before. But she seemed to be happy with the decision. Glad that her son was free to do whatever. And that's fine. I get it. I think that if he wanted to see other girls or whatever, I felt like he was tied down, he could have just ended the relationship. And that's what happened to that boy. that ended our relationship. Like, we didn't try to get back together or anything. And I took that summer, y'all, I listened to One Last Cry by Brian McKnight all summer. I listened to it. Not even all summer, a couple weeks. Then the Aquarius in me just kicked in. And I just was like, all right, I'm cool. I'm ready to go into my senior year strong, do my thing. You know, I'm taking on this new big role, being a school president. I'm ready to go do my thing. And me and Damian, we lost touch. Of course, I found him again. We ran into each other on Facebook, so it was good seeing him. You know, he was married, had kids and stuff like that. It was all love when I saw him. I ended up running into his sister, and it was cool. Like, it was no beef, no drama, nothing like that. I didn't see his mother, but you know, I knew that she was doing well. And honestly, you guys, like, I mean, since then, that's been it. Like, I haven't had an interest or been with another guy. I really just realized that it's just not for me. It's not. Like, I haven't had a desire to feel like I need to try anything or do anything. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm up there in terms of age, and I know what I want. And as much as I love men as, like, friends, I don't want anything more. So that's my one interaction with a guy. You know what I'm saying? It had its ups, it had its downs. And when it was over, I honestly would just, you know, start reflecting on who I was and what I liked. You know, just realizing that I liked girls. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, y'all. That's the situation. That's how it went down. So let me know if y'all have any questions. Yeah, so I hope you guys are around for family night tonight. I would love to see you, love to catch up, love to laugh, and love to just be, you know, we get wild. We have a good time at family night. So y'all please come through if you're around. Again, I'll meet you guys in the comments. And other than that, I will be back on Sunday. Again, there's a ton of content coming. Don't be surprised when you start seeing videos daily or something. I don't know exactly what, but something. All right. So I will see you guys on Sunday. Until then, please be good to yourself. Peace.
I be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.